I'm taking a walk around my food forest today to see what's ripening, what's flowering, what's fruiting. So I figured I'd make a little video tour. Let's go check it out. Under the big oak tree, the Shampoo Ginger is looking pretty good. No flowers on the turmeric. Turmeric has some really beautiful flowers. Looking forward to that. Let's go check out the Monstera. Wow. Wow. Look at that. I understand why this is such a popular houseplant. That's absolutely beautiful. You can see the little scales forming at the bottom there. When this fruit is ripe, the scales start falling off from the top. That's when you can eat it. This is one I'm really excited about. It's a dragon fruit. It's made flowers 3 years in a row. The first 2 years, I tried to hand pollinate it, but it didn't work out. This year I missed the flower, but it looks like it's actually growing into a fruit because the first 2 years after the flower died, the flower bud got yellow and fell off. But this looks like it's growing, turning a little bit red. I'm no dragon fruit expert, but to me, it looks like this is going to make fruit, at least based on the last 2 years. The Grumichama is not fruiting yet. Maybe one of these days, maybe next season. It's been in the ground about 3 years now. This is the third season. No papayas on this one. It's a Loquat tree. It fruited in the spring and it's fruiting again in the fall. My theory is that the hormones from the banana that is fruiting somehow caused this to fruit. And there's the banana. Looks like we've got 6 hands so far. The bananas on those last 2 hands are kind of small. We'll see what happens. Another banana plant with a flower. Can't see any hands yet. This is a Barbados cherry that has flowered heavily 3 different times. It has a few flowers here and there at the moment. I really want to get some fruit off of this. We're here where I made the food forest island. We have a kumquat that I'm not going to plant here. It has a couple on there. 2 larger kumquats and a whole bunch of little ones on the way. The sherbet berry has a few berries on it. This thing is fruiting almost all year. So I'm curious, let me know in the comments. Do you say sherbet or sherbet? I used to say sherbet, but now I switched to sherbet. I don't know why. This sad little rack on the Dwarf Namwa, still going strong. Bananas are getting plump. They should be ripe soon. And then right over here, next to it, there's a flower coming out. These are the signs that a banana is about ready to start fruiting. It starts to lean over a little bit. Typically, you'll get a leaf that is smaller than the previous leaves. And then you'll get this really small leaf, which is a flag leaf. And then after the flag leaf, the banana flower will start coming out. That actually might be a flag leaf there coming out. And this could be a pre-flag leaf. Sometimes there's a pre-flag leaf and then a flag leaf and then the flower. And another sign is that the plant starts to get very plump right at the top. This papaya tree, this papaya plant is making flowers, and those look like female flowers to me. So that's good. Cherry of the Rio Grande is not flowering yet. It's only the 2nd season. Butterfly pea is flowering. It's a great vine. Makes a really cool tea. It's a blue tea. You add acid, it turns purple. You add alkaline, it turns green. Very cool plant. This mountain soursop hasn't fruited yet. Maybe next year. I think this is the 2nd season that I've had it. The strawberry tree has been making a lot of fruit, but the birds are getting to it before I get a chance. It's doing so much better since we've started getting rain and since I propped it up. Gorgeous tree. Still waiting patiently for my starfruit tree to make some fruit. Any day now. Growing well. Looks really healthy. Just make some fruit. This beautyberry, which is a Florida native, is making flowers and a little fruit. They haven't colored up yet, but they will. Fantastic little bush. No flowers on the jujube yet. I made fruit last year. Fortunately, I didn't get to eat any of it. Something else did. Some wildlife in the neighborhood. I think it was September, October when I fruited. Palmetto Tree is fruiting. I got my license this year, so I'm going to pick these fruit when they're ripe and go get paid for them. After I harvest the fruit off these, I'm going to chop them down because because Hurricane Ian bent them over and they're coming out into my path. So food forest abundance isn't always about what's fruiting, what's making fruit, what's flowering. There are a lot of plants here that are edible all year round. They never make flowers, they never make fruit. And if you want to know more about some of those plants, some of those staple crops, then watch that video right there.